Want to learn to play drums for your church, but feel like you have no rhythm and no clue where to even begin? Well, in today's video, I'm going to give you the framework that I would use to make it sound like you've already been playing for months. My name is Alex, and I started learning drums in my 20s. And then I played for a worship band for over 10 years all over the East Coast. And now I strive to help beginner drummers learn faster than I ever did. By the end of this video, you'll be able to play a few different beats and also know when exactly to play those beats so that you can flow with any worship band way more easily. Here's what you should be able to play by the end of the video. So let's start with the different parts of the drum kit. I'm going to be moving fast, so feel free to pause or rewind if you need to. You've got the snare. You've got the kick drum. You've got the hi-hat closed. You've got the hi-hat opened, where I just lift my foot instead of pressing on it. You've got the crashes. Toms, ride. I call this like a washy ride. And then I would say this is kind of a ride tap. And then you've got the ride bell. So this is the first beat that we're going to learn. And then I stop there. Why do I stop there? Because that beat essentially makes a bar. In music, it's called a bar or it's called a measure. Same thing. In 4/4 time, a bar is 8/8 notes. That's 4, but I don't have 8 fingers. Well, I have 10 fingers, so 8/8 notes. The way you count it is like this. I'm going to do just on the hi-hats. Close hi-hat, foot down, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and stop. That's a bar. If you heard the beat that we did at the very beginning, it's going to fall on it like this. I'm going to go fast, then I'll break it down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and stop. Stop because that's your bar. So let's break down that beat. We got kick pedal right there, this guy at the bottom. It's going to be on your 1 and it's going to be on your 3. We're going to count 8th notes and we're going to play just the kick. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? Jumping right into the snare. The snare is going to be on your 2 and on your 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Makes sense so far? Hi-hats, it's on every 8th note. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. If I do hi-hats and snare together, it's going to sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? Let's do hi-hat and kick. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Cool, cool. Let's do kick and snare. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Cool. If I put it together, it's going to sound like it did in the beginning. Ready? You can play it with me. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's try it at 60 beats per minute. So I'm going to put a click on. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and and 4 and stop. Let's do something a little different now. I'm gonna count 4 bars of that beat so that you know how that feels, because that's important to have that feel in drums. So I'm not gonna play actually, I'm just gonna count, and I'm gonna show you on my fingers how many bars without the click. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 boom. That's 4 bars that we just counted, right? All right, we're gonna do something a little bit tricky now. We're gonna do 2 bars of the beat that we just learned, and then I'm gonna stop. And actually, I'm gonna make it tricky for you. I'm not gonna count it, I'm just gonna play it. So you count yourself along to the video as I'm playing. I'm gonna play a little bit slow. If you counted 2 bars on that, then you are correct. Yeah, good job. So that beat that we just learned, we can use that for quiet parts of a song or loud parts of a song. It could be used for the verse of a song, you know, the beginning of a song when it's nice and quiet, it's a little bit of energy, or it can be used for the chorus of a song, or when a song gets louder, or when the band gets louder. By the way, if there's a worship song that you've been trying to learn the drums for, let me know in the comments below. And so instead of doing your close hi-hats, you would just either open them, that's one option, or you play on the ride, on the tap or on the wash. Exact same pattern as that verse, like as the quiet version of it. You're just using either a different part of the kit or you're opening up your hi-hats. Boom. Now you got yourself another way to use that beat. If you're getting any value out of this, let me know in the comments below. Like the video and hit subscribe so you can see more stuff in the future. So the next beat we're going to learn is called a build. This is used when transitioning in a worship song from one section to the next, maybe from a verse into a chorus, or even a chorus into a bridge, or a bridge into a chorus. It can kind of be put all over the place. It sounds like this. And if I were to count it out, it would count out like this. Let's go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Notice how I started kind of low, somewhat low energy, and I built it into higher energy. I did that build, I did it 4 times. That was 4 bars of a build to show you how it can go from low to high energy. Hence why it's used for transitions a lot. And this is really simple. You're putting a kick on the 1, the 2, the 3, and the 4. Not the ands, just the 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's your kick. Now you're going to do both of your hands together, left and right. Pretend it's almost like, kind of like you're like a monkey toy, right? You're kind of just like doing this, right? Kind of do it like that. Except in this case, it's just you're locked in like this, and when you hit, it's 2 things at the same time. So 2 things at the same time. Think about it as like it's just one movement, right? We're gonna do it every 8th note. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. it's on your snare, and it's on your floor tom. This is called a floor tom because it's the lowest of the toms, and usually it's on the floor if it's an acoustic kit. So your snare and your floor tom is what you're going to use for the build. So we're going to put the kick back in, and then we have our build. I'm going to play it real slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's the pattern. Make sure you practice that. Get it real clean. What you're going to do to make it sound more like a build and use it to actually build energy is you're going to do what's called dynamics. So you're going to play soft to harder to harder to harder with your volume, right? So if I'm just playing like this, it doesn't really sound like a build. It just sounds like it's angry and loud. But if I play it like this, I just did one bar, but I still built it up across that bar, if you heard that. What you do is, just a quick lesson in dynamics, is it's all about stick height. Stick height and intensity. We're going to forget about the kick for now, and we're going to do just stick height. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The stick starts here, and then kind of starts here, and then here, and then you see I'm like swinging it from like almost where my ears are, like boom, right? It makes it really easy to get that power out of it. And so you could do this, but it makes it really difficult to easily get that power. So combine that with the kick. The kick we keep just pretty strong. I'd say medium to heavy. So putting it all together, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Real simple. That's your build. The fill we're going to learn today sounds like this. So the fill going into a chorus beat would sound like this. Let's count that out. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. This uses what's called 16th notes. 16th notes are twice as fast as 8th notes. So if you count 8th notes like this, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 16th notes would sound like this. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. I didn't play any 16th notes, but that's how you would count them in there. If I did do 16th notes, this is not something we'll learn today, but it would sound like this. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. If we apply that to the fill, it looks like this. Counting super slow. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and then this is where it's tricky. You're going to go from your hands to your feet, to your foot specifically, to the kick. So that 3 is boom right there. And then after that, you go 4. And this is called a flam. This is a different technique. You hit both of your sticks almost at the same time. Not like this, but a little bit one before the other. To have that ba-ba kind of effect. So you're not playing the rest of that. After 4, E and you're not doing anything. This is actually a great way to practice it, by the way. The first part of this fill is essentially 1 E and 2 E and second part of the fill is this. 3 E and 4. So you could practice that part over and over again. Boom. That's going to lock it in. If you just slow it down and practice that part of it, the hardest part of this fill is done. Woo! I like how that sounds. All right. So if we put it all together, this is what it'll sound like. If you're able to nail that, give yourself a round of applause because that's fire. If you enjoyed this video, but you want to get to the next level even faster, book a call with me. The link's in the description below. I'd love to talk to you about your goals and how to get there the fastest. But that being said, hope you learned a lot today. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time. Peace.